1,000 women a day, they say, are diagnosed under the age of 45 with breast cancer. At that age, we don't usually plan for a terminal illness, just not on our radar. There's a lot of times when the women just have to make that choice between medications or food. I was diagnosed 13 years ago. I started with a double mastectomy, and then I jumped right into chemo. My mom was there to help with the kids, and my husband was there. They would bring me food, and then my mom would take my kids back to her house for the night so I could get a good night's sleep. And my friend, she had breast cancer. She had 3 kids. She was a single mom. She had to feed the kids dinner, give them a bath. And I kept thinking there should be an organization out there to help people in this situation, and there wasn't one. Started asking my friends to pitch in, and I raised a couple $100. And then a friend of mine said, why don't you make this a nonprofit and file the paperwork and do it formally? We send gift cards to the women to help with things like groceries, gas, and restaurants. So they can fill up their gas tank because there's a lot of doctor's appointments, and we send money for groceries so that they can get some healthy, nourishing food. It ends up being enough that we can keep people going during their treatment. So that was, we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary, so we've been doing it for 10 years. I came up with the name based on my grandma Daisy. She had breast cancer, so I wanted to do something to honor her in her name and to keep her memory alive. Through the breast cancer community, I got to know so many women, and whenever I would read on the support group boards that someone was having a tough time, I would just message her and say, can I help you? And then the word just got out, and more people knew about us. If I could do this full-time, that would be my dream. I work full-time. I'm a copywriter, and I've been doing this on the side. Because we're so small and because most of our donations come in by individuals, our organization is truly a grassroots organization. We don't have corporate sponsorship. There's a lot of family support. My mom helps me a lot. If I can't get to the post office or I can't get to the bank, she will make deposits for me. There was one woman I really remember. She was stage 4 and she didn't have long to live. And we sent her a gift card for groceries, and her family went out and they bought one of all of her favorite foods. And they wrote me a letter after she passed away, and they told me that she was so happy to be able to have this smorgasbord of all of her favorite foods. Getting dressed, going out to dinner, doing something normal, not having to cook, not having to clean up the dishes. It made a big difference. I think one of the most important things, and the reason why I do this is, I'm so personally invested in every woman that we help that every story means something to me, and every person that we're able to help is important.